Hello everyone and welcome to Game Reactor. As you can see from that video and the previous image, I guess you could say, today's quite a special one because we are co-streaming the Acer Predator Race Cup Nordic Finals. Now they're going to be taking place relatively soon. We're not just going to be watching the Nordic Finals though. There's going to be a sort of a warm-up period beforehand, then the qualifiers for the event. Obviously, not the full qualifiers for the entire Nordics, but just the qualifiers for this event tonight. And then we have the race afterwards. So there's plenty of sim racing content to come. There's around an hour of racing in total, including 15 minutes of the pre-warm-up thing, 15 minutes of qualifying, then 30 minutes of the actual race itself. So we've got all that to look forward to. But to get an idea as to what exactly this race is, and to get an idea of the Predator Race Cup and what it's offering, we have a little bit of we have a website to show you, essentially, the ones that goes through everything and gives you the full details about everything, but in a better way than I possibly ever could. So without further ado, that's what we're looking at right here. I'm trying to use my hands to get this right, but it's mirrored and I don't know how to do it. But anyway, yes, the Acer Predator Race Cup. As you can see, this is for the Nordic Finals in partnership with Elgiganten, which is, for people who live in the Nordics, a well-known consumer electronics store. For myself, something I've not really ever come across before because I've never been to the Nordics. But this whole event is sponsored, or not sponsored, is partnered with Elgiganten for the Nordic Finals. So if you're looking to get yourself one of these Acer Predator gaming systems, be it a desktop or a laptop or whatever, check out your local Elgiganten store because I no doubt have a variety of different offers on there. But anyway, the actual the actual race itself, and I apologise for my throat, by the way, and if I'm a bit if my voice sounds a little bit different. I've had a bit of a flu this past week and it's messed my throat up a little bit, but we're going to power through regardless. But anyway, the race, what's going to happen today. So this is the Swedish site, but Google has nicely translated into English for me because I cannot read Swedish. But we're doing it on the Swedish site anyway because that's obviously Sweden's part of the Nordics. So we get all the information about this event tonight. And so we're going to go down. So this is what people are going to be competing for, essentially, tonight. Big money and product prizes await the winners of the national final, from cash prize to Predator high-performance desktop PC and gaming accessories, and a ticket to the international final, which isn't going to be taking place tonight. It's going to be taking place in around a month today, actually, I believe, but that's a different event. But this is the national prize pool for today. We have first place, the national champion, is going to go home with €1,000, a Predator Orion 3000 desktop, and then an official RHG t-shirt and racing cap. Now, RHG is Roman Grosjean's sim racing team, which is essentially what everyone in the entire, every region that is competing in this, hence the international aspect of it, that's what every single region is competing for, is a spot on that very sim racing team. But anyway, second place is also going to go take away €500, as well as a Predator monitor, Predator keyboard, and then a Predator mouse and mousepad. So still, pretty good haul. Third place is going to get €200 and a Predator headset and a Predator backpack. So again, a lot to play for today, and I'm sure that everyone is going to want to get their hands on those goodies. As for what's happening, we're talking about the national final today, so this is what we're on. Like I said, there's going to be 26 competitors, there's going to be 15 minutes of free training, 15 minutes of qualifications, and a 30-minute race. Now, I'm going to be live commenting on this broadcast that we're going to be receiving and co-streaming to you, meaning the free training part of it might have already started, because if I'm right in saying the Dutch finals might be going a little bit longer than planned, meaning everything's been pushed back a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll find out sooner rather than later anyway. But anyway, as for the cars that's going to be competing, there's going to be the Mercedes AMG GT3, the Predator Mercedes AMG GT3, the Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and the McLaren 650 GT3. There's going to be full allowed assists. There's no limits to the startup. There's the track itself is going to be Silverstone, and the event date is today, and it starts in. Well, the actual race itself starts in it's supposed to start in 20 minutes. We'll see whether it does start in 20 minutes or whether it's a little bit delayed. We'll find out soon. And then this is the hot lap ranking. So these are the people who've been competing in the qualifiers leading up to this event. Not the qualifier that's going to determine seeding for the seeding. It's going to determine placing for this event today. But these are the qualifiers that come beforehand, and these are the sort of lap times that people have put in. You can see that Lamborghinis are generally the top of the top of the barrel, should we say, at this point. There's a McLaren there, a couple of McLarens in the top 20, but otherwise it's Lamborghinis through and through. But that's about the rundown of everything. If you need a refresh on the if you need a refresh on any of the rules or anything like that, just poke up and chat, and I'll do my best to fill that in. Fox says, the Acer Predator Cup. I was wondering why you would be on AC right now. You don't think of me as a bit of a sim racer then, Fox, I take it. But anyway, let me just check on where we are with the footage. The board is covering my head a little bit, but don't worry, once we go to the next one, it'll be alright. Let me just check. Just going to see where we are. Don't think it's quite started just yet, so we'll just wait a few moments till it does come through. But I believe it's on its way, so or rather, we'll know more about it relatively soon. Oh, I know you can race, just not used to GR streaming on a Saturday. To be fair, I'm not a bad Formula 1 player, but when it comes to a lot of other sim racing games, I'm not the best. I don't practice enough on them to be great at them or particularly good at them. But, you know, Formula 1's really my jam when it comes to sim racing. But so thanks for that. But yeah, we're doing it on Saturday. Like I said, it's a special event, so we're here today doing something a little bit different. Just trying to see where we are. Like I said, I'm waiting. We're going to get footage coming through, you see. We're not doing this... I'm not going to be broadcasting it directly from the game itself. I'm going to be waiting for some footage to come through and then live commenting on that. So that's the way we're going to be doing it today. But anyway, it should be... I don't think it's going to be a hugely long stream today. We'll find out, obviously. But if, 15 minutes of the free practice, I guess they call it. I mean, that's what they'd call it in Formula 1. But then 15 minutes of the actual qualifying, and then 30 minutes of the actual race. If we're lucky, we might be able to have a chat with the winners. We'll see how it goes, how it all plays out at the end of it all. But yeah, all being well, we'll be able to do that. Just have a look a moment. And again, yeah, I apologise if I don't manage to mute my mic before I cough. Do the best I can to make sure that I don't mess that up. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we won't have any issues. Righto. I think we're still just waiting for a moment, but we'll be there in a moment. I'll keep you posted. I'm waiting for the get-go. Oh, not the get-go. I'm waiting for the heads up to dive into the gameplay. Like I said, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with the timings, whether or not we're going to skip free practice, go straight to qualifying or not. But if I'm right in saying there's still a race going on, there might still be a race going on for the Dutch finals, but we'll see. We'll see. It shouldn't be too long till it starts now. I was told that there was going to be footage coming through at 10 past 8, I guess. Test. I'm working on BST, so it's a little bit. I have to remember to translate the time. So yeah, but no doubt this is going to be a fun one. I'm a big fan of motorsports and sim racing. Like I said, I wouldn't say I'm, like I said, particularly great at sim races when it comes to things that aren't F1, but I do enjoy them nonetheless. You know, I play a variety of different sim races. I'm just not particularly great at a lot of them. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess you could say. Oh, looks like we've got some footage. Hold on a minute. Let me see if this works fine. Oh, hang on a minute. Right. Okay, I think we're good to go. I can't. I don't know whether it doesn't have sound yet or whether my sound isn't working. I can see the sound in OBS, so I'm hoping that you guys can hear it as well. Hold on a moment. I'll see if I can. Oh, there we go. It was my OBS. I didn't have it set to monitoring as well on my headset because I'm an idiot. But yeah, no, we have sound. So I'll have to find out for you right now whether or not we're in. I'm just gonna knock it down a little bit so I can still talk properly. Yeah. Let me see if I can find out exactly where we are, what part of the race we're on now. It looks like we're in qualifying, or it could be practice. I mean, the queue to me makes it sound like it's qualifying. Professional streaming. I mean, that makes me feel good. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Fox. I'm one of those people that needs a lot of assistance to get this tech stuff done. So the fact that you said that makes me feel very good about myself. So thanks for that. Yeah, you would think that, right? They are running rather close to the qualifying session. I mean, there is 26 people on this track at this moment in time. Silverstone's a relatively long track, but at the same time, 26 people is it's going to get cramped. As you can see again, it looks like the Lamborghinis are taking centre stage. The Predator Race Cup liveries, that's what I'm looking for. To see everyone's playing real safe, obviously, because it's an outlap, no one's really pushing it, they're just sort of prepping themselves. Maybe we'll get a qualifying lap straight off the bat. Yeah, it's going for it by the looks of things. Timing say so. This is a bit of a we're in the same level, so it's kind of hard. I mean, we'll see. Well, fortunately, I have the name tags in front of me that shows just exactly you know, who is who when we're on the cameras, which is good. So this is Rasmus Musk, and as well, this is going to be an interesting learning curve a bit for me here, because when it comes to Formula One, you know, I know what's like a good sector, what's a good lap time, and what's, you know, what people should be aiming for. But when it comes to these sort of GT cars, this is a bit of a learning. This is something I'm a bit unfamiliar with. So I'm going to take a few laps myself to see what people are going to be aiming for and whether or not we're looking at a good lap or not. I mean, obviously on the website itself, the hot lap rankings we're sort of looking at just sub 2 minutes as like a top lap. So. You know, Rasmus right now 110, coming to the end of sector 2. If he can get to the end of sector 2 at 130, then probably a pretty good lap. Ooh, 125. This is going to be a fast one by the looks of things. From my guessing, 125, if he did this lap in this sector, in this fastest sector 3 anyway, this is going to be like a 157 or something. We'll see. We'll see. close. 1:59. Only just. Slow third sector by the looks of things. Is he going for another fast lap, or is he going to slow down here? Busk is still the driver to beat, though, with all these other cars coming over the line. Olsen's within half a second. But, you know, half a second in motorsport is quite a significant amount of time, so we'll have to see whether Olsen can cut the time down there. Everyone else is over a second out at this moment, so it's pretty much Busk leading the charge, really. There's no one else that's really putting much pressure on him just yet. But again, you know, it's early days. There's still 10 minutes on the clock. We're only a third of the way through this, whether it's qualifying, whether it's free practice. Oh. Back to pits, I guess. Olsen's on a fast lap by looks things. Trying to beat his own time, trying to take Busk off the top. Raise the volume a little bit again. It's going to be quiet. .137 around the final few corners. I mean, could be a good time, this. We'll see. Final corner. Here we go. 150. Oh, 159.52. So he's cut the. He is. Oh, 159.62. Sorry, if it was 5.2, he would have been top. But no, 6.2. He is right on Busk's tail now. Real close. Really, really close. Marcus has also put in a great time. Only 1/100th of a second behind. And then Lawrence is also half a second behind Busk. So we're starting to see the pack fill out a little bit. Everyone else is still a second out, which is surprising. Yeah. Second puts him well over the 2-minute mark, so we'll have to... no doubt we'll see a few different people dropping below that level sooner or later. Right, Busk is on a fast lap again. Can Busk set or break his own time? Break his own time? Or beat his own time? It's not really a record, you can't really break it. Marcus has gone even faster, I think, just a little bit faster, like a teeny bit faster. I think he was 154 and now he's 153, so he's like literally like a 10,000th of a second faster. No, 1,000th of a second faster. Of course. 100. 1,000. 1,000. I think it's 1,000. Mine's just losing me there. Vestergaard's a little bit slow coming out of the second sector. He's already like a second behind, so he's going to really struggle to do anything here. I mean, if anything, if he has a great sector 3, then he might be able to go within a second, but it's looking difficult there. Thousands is the far right number. There we go, thousands. It just, for some reason in my mind, it felt weird to say. I don't know why. I don't know what made it weird, actually. Weird. I don't know. But anyway, I knew it was 1,000th. I just said something else and then confused myself. So that's what happened. Kamara's coming around the final corner. This is a 2-minute limit. Yeah, a little bit slow coming at the end of it. Puts him in 8th, so it's not too bad. Hansen's now on a fast lap. Now Hansen's already in 7th and he's going, obviously trying to push a little bit better. Holmgaard's coming around the final corner now. This is going to be a 2-minute one as well. There goes for 12th. Again, it's fine. There's 26 people in the lobby, so 12th is not a bad place to start. Or B, should we say. But if you want to earn that spot in the international final, if you want to earn any of the goodies, you're going to need better than 12th. Especially when the top 4 are within half a second of each other and everyone else is over a second out. So Busk is on a fast lap again. Will he see this one through though? Because I don't think he actually finished the last one. I think he bailed out of it. Must have made a mistake or something. I think we're watching Busk and not Darwich here. I might be wrong. Because Darwich just finished at that by the looks of things and doesn't really, there's no track time, so it's like it's a hot lap. Holgard here going for the second sector, and he's a second, 1.3 seconds out. That's going to be really difficult to do anything with that. Holgard's actually using the McLaren and not the Lamborghini, so maybe there's something there. Seems like the Lamborghini likes Silverstone more than the McLaren, which is ironic because McLaren is obviously it's technically Scottish McLaren, but you know, still, in the Scots one like this, still technically British. Or is it? I don't know. That's a different thing. We're not talking about it. Holmgaard's going on another fast lap. By the looks of things, Matsson's come and set for 9th, 1.6 out. Busk did go a little bit faster on his last lap. So he's now for 1:59.405, which means that everyone behind him is a little bit further away, more than anything, because it doesn't look like anyone else has set a particularly faster lap yet. Hansen has brought the time down so that they're not sort of 1.3 seconds out, it's only 1 second now. But I'm kind of surprised with 3 minutes on the clock. We're seeing less. There's less people. We're seeing. We aren't seeing any more people going into that sort of 2 minutes category as pretty much everyone else is. I think Lawrence in 4th is actually just very slightly out of the two. Well, it's slightly over 2 minutes by like 0.03 of a second. It's really minor. But everyone else is, no one else is really getting close to that boundary yet. Hansen around the final corner now. It's going to be tough. Yeah. Must have been that was a particularly slow lap. 2.8. Just made a mistake or something at some point. Olsen's now gone ahead of Busk, believe it or not. 1:59.336, so we have a new leader with 2 minutes left on the clock. Now, it should be known in the hot lap rankings that you can find on the Predator Race Cup website for the Nordics, obviously. Busk Rasmus. Rasmus Busk did finish top there in those hot lap rankings with 1:59.361, and then Tobias Olsen came in second with 1:59.385. So those two were already were competing and were very close. As you can see, they are now. They sort of switched places. Marcus Jensen, Frederick Lauritsen. And who else have we got up there in our top 5 right now? Put it this way, Jensen and Lauritsen, they were both in that top 5 battle anyway, on the hot lap rankings. I think it's Hansen who's sneaking in there, who finished around 7th in the hot lap rankings. But here we go. Paulson's going on a fast lap, on a hot lap. Mark Mellon's put himself in 16th. Though Darwich is on a hot lap as well. Johan Lindberg is on a hot lap. They're all making their final hot laps because obviously once the timer hits 0, you cannot start a hot lap. If you've already gone past the starting line before it hits 0, you can finish that lap. But what you can't do is once the checkered flag waves, you cannot start a hot lap. So you'll see a lot of people going for a hot lap here right now. The track, there should be a lot of rubber on it, so they should be getting a little bit quicker anyway, but we'll see. Johan Lindberg is on a hot lap. I thought that said he was first for a second. I couldn't comprehend how that happened. Someone's off the track. Marcus Jensen has put himself into third. Yes. Frederick Lauritsen into 4th. I can't tell whether these are on hot laps right now or not. Vestergaard secures 7th. Andre Fosto. Doesn't look like he's going very quickly, does it really? I doesn't look like he's going to be breaking any records with that lap. Got about 3 corners to go and he's at 150 already. Yeah, 158. Henrik Kamara, Oscar Matteson. Coming around the final corner. There's a lot of cars. Oh, someone spun out. And that's going to be over 2 minutes, so don't worry about that one, really. So puts Oscar Matteson into 10th place. So realistically, we're probably looking at our top 10 at this point now. We have, again, I'm assuming that this might be the qualifying. We'll see, because the race itself is supposed to start, like, literally 2 minutes ago. So this might have been the qualifying. And if it is, so we have Tobias Olsen at the pole. We have Rasmus Busk in 2nd. Then we have Jensen Marcus in 3rd. Frederick Lauritsen in 4th. Philip Hansen in 5th. Then who have we got? Paulson 6th. Vesberg 7th. Fosto 8th. Kamara 9th. Mats at 10th. And so on. I'm not going to read through all 26 names because obviously there's 26 names. There's a lot of people to go through. Maybe if we get a full list in a minute, we'll talk more about them. And that looks like we're done with the qualifying. We'll make more, free practice, whatever. We'll see. I'm not sure whether the free practice was broadcast or not, but we'll find out. We'll find out in a minute whether or not they line up on the grid, and we get a lights out and away we go moment or not. But we'll see. Think, as there's no action going on, I might take it back to my face in a moment, but we'll see. I don't want to jump the gun or anything, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So we'll just wait a moment, see what's cracking off, see what's happening, and we'll go from there. Oh, they're lining up. This might be the real deal. So I think I'm just checking through all the different discords and whatnot right now. I think that was qualifying, so this is our grid, and we're about to go straight into the race. So the free practice part of it wasn't broadcast due to that the overrunning of the Dutch national finals, but no problem because we get all the good bits now. We get qualifying straight into the race itself. Seems weird to look at Silverstone without a crowd. Hurts me. The national track. we got sound. We've got sound. We always had sound, but now it sounds soundier. You gotta love the resolve of that one marshal over there. He is as rigid as they come. He is not moving. He's like a Queen's Guard. Respect that. Oh, here we go. Red lights. And they're off. Here we go. So this is a 30-minute race. In laps, that is... Oh! Oh, someone's already off. It's chaos. It's absolute chaos. I'll try and find out exactly how many laps we're looking at, etc. right now while everyone's racing. I think it's just a 30-minute race, so we'll just 30 minutes, whoever's at the front, the end of it all wins the race. So Olsen is at the front, he's managed to hold his lead. Buska's actually dropped down one, Marcus has got ahead of him. Lawrence has dropped down a bunch. I don't see Hansen at all. Maybe Hansen was the one that went off. I know he's in 18. So he's up. He's just overtaken some. Fosto's up. Lawrence has just got ahead of Matzo, who's just retaken that spot, who's now lost that place. And it looks like that's that. Okay, good. So I'm looking at the timings right now as we're watching the overlay of these corners. It looks like Fosto is gaining on Busk a little bit. They're quite close together. Olsen's got a comfortable lead, but half a second is nothing to be too comfortable with right now. Busk is trying to make a move on Marcus right now. Oh, a little bit of collision there by the looks of things. Trying to take him on the outside. It's brave. Going straight to that corner. He's close enough. And that's that. Well, he's trying to take it, so he's trying to go still. I mean, that was well and truly outside of the line side now. Now he has given him room now, which is nice, and he's held the spot. Busk get around him. Oh, there's a collision again. Busk is going for him on the main straight, on the pit straight. Looks like he's done it here. Maybe not. Oh, he's going to get done by someone else. It's chaos in the top 5. There's flames spitting everywhere. Paulson's up ahead of Matzo. I'll try and find it. I don't know whether it's his full name. Matson. Lawrence is ahead of Fosto now. Lawrence, sorry, is ahead of Fosto now. And this battle for second place, if anything, right now is getting real hectic. You can see as well the top 5 or so are really pulling away from the rest of the pack. There's that massive gap. Judging by the timesheets as well there, it looks like it's looking like Olsen's pulling away from the pack a little bit, but that's bound to happen when you have so many different races all trying to get past one another. They're all slowing each other down a lot. So Olsen's getting all this, clean air, clean space. There he is, just doing his own thing, chilling. Then here comes the rest of them. They're all getting down and dirty, and they're all colliding into one another, slowing each other down. And Olsen's just having the race of his life right now, just sitting out front, minding his own business. He doesn't make any mistakes. He's got no reason to worry, really. Mark Meiling has spun out, dropping positions. Left, right, and centre. Busk is still trying to regain those positions. Well, regain the position he lost. Come to the end of our second lap, I believe, right now. Is Busk going to try on the pit straight again? Paulson's trying something by the looks of things. Look at them all. So many of them all packed together. Like sardines. Oh, there's a collision. Oh, home guards everywhere. Oh, the chaos. Somehow managed to get back on the track quickly like that without any issues. Quite surprised, if anything. Oliver Yule is, it looked like he was trying to make something happen. You've got to be brave to get around Silverstone when everyone's using the exact same car. Really scrapping for this position of 9th right now. Going down all the way around the back. I think this is down to Copse Corner here. Site of the infamous Max Verstappen crash at last year's Silverstone. No, we're not really paying much attention to the top, the race leaders right now because, you know, Olsen's so far ahead, no one else is, everyone else is still fighting, but there's not much going on right now, whereas further down the rankings, further down the pack, it's still chaos. You've got these tight little groups of drivers who are all trying to get past one another. Paul Poulsen's making the move, he's gone up to 6th, got back down to 7th. Perfect on these corners, you might be able to get a great exit and then be able to put the gas on into this final corner here and do them on the pit straight. Poulsen's in a great position here to get around here, pick up the slipstream, and just easy way past, take control of the corner. No, he's going to stick behind the car, just keep going. Stick behind Vesberg. He's got to be careful though, because all this time he's taken trying to get past sorry, Vesberg. Matzo is right on his tail right now. Just waiting for either of them to make a slip up so we can take, well, both of them. Oh, Poulsen's made a great move here. In fact, I don't know whether it's Poulsen making a great move or whether it's Vesberg making a terrible one. I'm not quite sure, but Vesberg lost that spot about as cleanly as he could. And then he's just taking it back. Made it look easy and all. I am surprised. Oh, Oliver Yule is a little bit of a spin. Maybe more of a drift, should we say. Lost a few spaces. He's going to keep losing spaces by looks like to have track position now. But it's not a terrible incident. You know, you can definitely come back from that and deal with it. Here's Hansen, one of the leaders of qualifying, one of the top drivers in qualifying, was all the way down to 13th, looking to do anything he can to resurrect this race, really. It's going to be a very tough one now. But we're taking bets right now. I think we've probably got our top 3, maybe 2 sorted already. Looks like Oliver's having another spin because he's dropped down to 21st now. Vesberg seems to have a spin because he's dropped down to 9th. Oh, straight over the curb. Not done any good for his floor there. Darwich. Oh, there's a collision again. Oh, Vestergaard's spinning all over the place. He's dropping places left, right, and centre. Oh, all the way down to 16th, 17th, sorry. Oh, Sebastian's forcing his way through. Can he make it stick, though? Hansen is doing some great work somehow holding this position still. But Sebastian isn't letting it happen. That was a cheeky move. Oh, straight over those lines though. That would be track limits. Sebastian's dropped back down to 12. Oh, he got a little kick there. Got pushed straight wide. Oh, McLaren's making a move on a Lamborghini. You don't see that very often. But Cynthio is now up. Oh, Vestergaard's had another spin by the looks of things. Oliver and Vestergaard spinning out together. Just the two of them. Musk is still within like half a second of Marcus right now. Sticking right with him all this time. Olsen's fastest lap again. Nearly sub 2 minutes. Nearly. Obviously during a race, we're not driving the same way as it would in qualifying, where it's all about as fast as you possibly can. In racing, during the race, you've got to be a little bit more strategic about the way you drive, because any mistakes you make, pretty much going to lose you the race. So a little bit slower, a little bit steadier, a little bit safer, but also still putting in some great times. That, to be honest, that time might have been enough to secure him a top 4 qualifying position anyway. Here's the top 3. Busk right behind Marcus, with Lawrence right behind him. Again, they're all in the same car, so it's going to be really difficult for them to make any moves here. They're just waiting for one of them. They're all just waiting for one or each other to make mistakes so they can capitalise on it. Waiting for them to come through. And here they come. That'll be Olsen. Out in the open, clear. 3 seconds clear of everyone. Bunch of people in the pits. Trying to scan through the rules right now. I can't. See if I can find anything about the rules right now. See if they need to take pit stops or not. No weaving, of course, track limits, flag rules. Doesn't look like there's any rule in place that says they have to go to the pits, so anyone that's there most likely looking to, I don't know, repair some damage or something. Hansen's up in 10th, looking to again claw back any places he can in this race. Right behind Linda right now. McLaren just had his way with the Lamborghini and then spun out and took another McLaren out with him. Oscar Cynthio. Oh, and Axel Holmgaard. Cynthio had pushed, I don't know who exactly he pushed out of the way, but he paid the ultimate price for it. Lost pretty much every position he had. And then here's the soothing leaders, shall we say. Busk is still 0.4 seconds behind Marcus. Both are just chipping away at the race. There's still half the race to go, still 15 minutes to go, so plenty of time for anything to happen. Oh god, looks like he spun again. It's around cops, I think. Is Busk going to make something happen here? time we look at the score, the leaderboards, Olsen is just slowly pulling away a little bit further. Up to 3.3 seconds ahead of everyone right now. There's the in cockpit, I guess you could say, footage of Busk. You can see Marcus just in front of him right now, coming down. I think this is cops right now. So you've got to come to this corner really fast. It's a really, really fast corner. There's not much braking involved. You want to carry as much speed as you can because you want to come straight out of it as fast as you can to then go into the weaving next set of corners. I can't remember the name of those next set of corners or what turn number they are actually either. But it's a very fast corner, put it that way, which is why it's so dangerous. Clocking in at around 270 kilometers per hour down that speed trap. It's very close, very, very close behind Marcus right now. Is he going to try and make something happen here, or is he going to try and save it for the pit straight? Looks like he's going to go for it here. It's a great exit. Looks like Marcus had a better exit. But 0.2 of a second. Marcus is, I wouldn't say weaving at all, like, it's not quite weaving, but he's trying to break the slipstream a little bit there, you can see. Taking Busk out a little bit like that and then back in. It's not really weaving, it's not erratic behaviour at all, but it's enough to break the slipstream, or rather hinder the slipstream a little bit. Doesn't matter though, because Busk is literally right on his tail right now. 0.1 of a second. Looks like we might have a new second place here right now. They're going at each other. Oh no, Busk can get around him. Is he going to go for it again? That's very brave, very, very brave. 0.036. He's taking the outside angle, which is brave again. They're tussling. Busk is muscling his way through right now. And he's done it by the looks of things. It's pretty clean. Can Marcus take him back? That's the question. We're going to cops again, the very fast corner. Can Marcus take him back right now? He is right on Busk's tail. Doesn't quite look like it. These two are going to be scrapping for it all race by the looks of things, though. Well, Olsen is now 4.5 seconds clear. This is Olsen's race to lose. This is absolutely Olsen's race to lose. The only way he loses this right now is if he messes up himself right now, because no one's going to catch him at this point in the race. Watching Lawrenson right now trying to make a move on Marcus, believe it or not. Has he managed to do it on the outside? It's tough going around the outside because you got to be carrying more speed to get around someone on the outside because the longer path looks good. Lawrenson is still taking it to Marcus right now. Can he get a good exit on the pit straight? It's not a bad one. He's 0.2 of a second. Busk was 2.2 of a second behind Marcus when he started his campaign to get past him, so we'll have to see how this goes, you know. Keep an eye on both of them. We're near the ending stretch of our race right now, actually. We're nearly 2/3 of the way through. We're 9 laps in. Meaning, you know, we're probably able to get around 15 laps in by the time we get to the end of the race. Will the remaining 11 minutes be enough for Busk to chip away 4.2 seconds worth of Olsen's lead? We'll have to see. They're both very quick drivers. They both put in very similar times in qualifying as well. So we'll have to see how that plans out. But the next one to keep an eye out is this fight for third. And again, it's an important one to fight for third because whoever takes third place in this race is going to win €200 as well as a Predator Gaming headset and a Predator Gaming backpack. So it's all to play for right now. That was a tough corner for Marcus right now. You can see him riding the curb a little bit of dust popping up, which gives Lawrenson a good opportunity to keep the pressure on. But got a little bit of oversteer or whatever at the end then means that Marcus should be safe in the straight. Marcus is pulling away quite safely now. Busk is 1.7 seconds clear of Marcus right now. So you can't help but think, if Busk could have got around Marcus a little bit earlier in the race, maybe we'd actually see a little bit of a fight for first here. But I think it's a bit too late for that at this point. Busk is putting in great laps, 1:59.8, which is some 2-minute lap. It's the fastest lap of the race. So, we'll have to see how that affects the standings going forth. Looks like a lot of the other drivers, though, have sort of mellowed a little bit, if that makes sense. And there's less incidents by the looks of things. Everyone's just sort of trying to get on with their race right now. Chaos of trying to just muscle their way into the top three, and sort of chill down a little bit. And as you can see right now, if I just quickly hide my face. You can see as well, it's quite interesting, in the leaderboards here, there are only 3 non-Lamborghinis by the looks of things, which are these, the sort of orange markers next to the person's names, and they're the McLarens. Everyone else is taking the Lamborghini. But yeah, Vesterberg's in the pits, and so is Tinto, so a couple of people in the pits. There should be 26 races. So they must have had a couple of maybe disqualifications, maybe people didn't show up, maybe they crashed out. Here's one of the McLarens, one of the 3. Olsen has just put up a 1:59.674 lap, which is again very quick lap. Probably would have seen him qualify in 2nd or 3rd, but it would have been 3rd actually, because both Olsen and Russ put up like 1:59.3s. We'll have to see whether either of them can beat their own qualifying times by the end of this race. But either way, Olsen is 4 seconds clear of Busk, and Busk is 2 seconds clear of Marcus. And unless either of those two make a mistake, I think we have our top 2 sorted. Lawrenson still has a little bit of time to put the pressure on Marcus and take this 3rd spot. But again, it also doesn't look like we're going to see any change from... it doesn't look like we're going to see anyone come any closer to these 4 though, because there's 10 seconds between Lawrenson and Foster, and then there's 8 seconds between Foster and Matson. So the pack is really filling out, and then there's 3 seconds between Matson and Kabara. So the top 7 are really filled out at this point, and the only one there's a little bit of a question mark between or on is this 3rd place position between Marcus and Lawrenson, which is what we're following right now. We're in the cockpit of Lawrenson, watching him from the outside. 271 kilometers per hour. Sorry, coming down that straight, carrying a little bit of speed, just a little bit of speed. I won't be able to turn that. I won't be able to know what that is particularly exactly in miles per hour, but it's fast, but very fast. Very, very fast. Busk has now set the fastest lap at 1:59.567, and Marcus is also into the 1:59s as well. So 5.76, sorry. Again, it's not quite a 3 yet. There's still 0.2 of a second to go until they're in there. Oscar Cynthio going over the dirt a little bit there. Watching this fight for 17th right now. We've got 4 cars. You, Cynthio, Carlson, and Holgard. All tussling out for a position here. Or the position here. this is the fight for 8th. Well, 7th. Because we have the top 6 that are sort of isolated at this point. And then we have 7th, where you've got Kamara, Poulsen, Hansen, all scrapping out from the position. Hansen is looking to make a move on Poulsen. Poulsen trying to get within distance to that was asking a lot of the Lamborghini to get past him there. So Hansen, who had a had a tough start to the race, back up to 9th. You know, he's done well at chipping away in the lobby, but the start really put him in a very bad position to be able to make an impact on the lobby particularly. But regardless, he's been putting in a lot of work and looks very fun. Back to the McLaren of Holmgaard. Right behind the McLaren of Cynthia. Then we have the battle for 7th again. Look how close Poulsen is to Kamara right there. With Hansen right behind Poulsen as well. And all this jostling, all this fighting has seen Lindbergh really just push up the rankings. Three minutes on the clock, which basically, in Silverstone time, means a lap and a half for these GT cars. Looking at the score, the leaderboards as well, and Lawrenson has really dropped off from Marcus right now, so I think we have our top 3 sorted. Well, like I said, I think we have our top 6 sorted at this point. Unless Marcus makes a mistake, gives us the same situation with everyone else. Busk has taken around a second out of Olsen. But we have 2.5 minutes on the clock. And he's got to take another 3.5 seconds out of Olsen to really make a move on him. So, I think it's a little bit... It's too much too late, really, if anything. I think we're looking. That could be anyone at this point, actually. I think that was Mats. No wait, yeah, Matso. I think that was Matso, and then Kamara, Hansen, and Poulsen, and then we're coming through afterwards. Will we see a move from either of these drivers before the end of the race? Maybe. Oh, he's very close. Not close enough. The Lamborghinis, though, are spitting when they come down those straights. You can see the flames coming out of the exhausts. Oh! Poulsen's making a move on Hans. No, yeah. My throat's going. It's been a busy race. Yeah, Poulsen made it stick on Hansen, which I think... oh, no, it doesn't matter. It's gone. They've traded back again. Although, have they? He's going to have to take him on the outside here, which is going to be difficult. But... look at Lindbergh right up there now. Here we have Olsen. We're watching Olsen on what's probably the final lap here. Sector 3 takes around 33 seconds to get through, so... by the time the clock runs out, Olsen is probably going to be crossing the finish line as well, so it couldn't be any other time for him. 8 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds, sorry, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all they have to do now is just one lap, so... the winner who's ever crosses the finish line after this final lap right now. Olsen has just set a 1:59.911, with Bus coming in at a 1:59.941, and then Marcus at a 2:364, and then Lawrenson at a 2:146. So Olsen and Bus are still the two fastest drivers on the grid right now, by the looks of things. But we have around 2 minutes until this race concludes then, because assuming when Olsen crosses the finish line in around 1.5 minutes, we'll have our winner, and we'll know who will be going home with, well, should we say, who's going to be invited to the international final in around a month, who's going to be going home with €1,000, who's going to be going home with the Predator Ryan 3000 desktop PC, as well as the RAG t-shirt and racing cap. Here we go, watching Olsen. He's coming down Copse there, carrying loads of speed. Managing to keep it in the lines as well, which is nice. Really clean driving from Olsen here. Well deserved win. Staying in the lines as well. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see him going over the white and over the white line at all. You want to see the car stay within the racing limits. Oh, bit of a wobble there. Oh, wrong time for that, Olsen. Absolutely the wrong time for that. Lost about half a second. Busk making a. Busk is only, wait, he's lost about a second actually. Busk is 2.7 seconds, 2.6 seconds behind him. It was a dangerous wobble, wrong time to do it. Wait for the wobbling until you cross the line. You can see how close Busk is getting at this point. All he needs is really like another 5 laps or something, and maybe he can make something work, but alas, time is a cruel mistress. And there we have it. Yeah, there we have it. Olsen is the winner. We have the champion of the day. Tobias Olsen has crossed the line in first place, and we'll be going home with all the PC, the goodies, and all the €1,000 cash prize, as well as an invitation to the international final. And then, I was just checking some rules there. So yeah, Busk is going to be going home as well with €500, a Predator monitor, Predator keyboard, Predator mouse and mouse pad. And Busk is also going to be in the international finals, because it's the top 2 drivers who will go into that international final from each region. So Busk, despite starting on pole, despite having a little bit of a shaky start, Busk is going to be attending the international final with the intention, with the hopes of competing with Olsen once again for that spot in Roman Grosjean's competitive sim racing team. As for third place, it's Marcus who's managed to hold on, and will be going home with €200 and a Predator Gaming headset and a Predator Gaming backpack. So congrats to the top 3, congrats to everyone else who's now coming over the line right now and finalising this race. Congrats to everyone for attending and for being able to qualify. It's been an entertaining race, very entertaining race. Clear champions, regardless though, clear. Olsen and Busk look the strongest in the qualifying, look the strongest in the race, and they're going to be fine competitors for the Nordic region in the international finals, which I believe, I'll check for you right now, the international finals are going to be on June 14th, 2022, so yeah, in a month's time. I believe June 14th is a Tuesday. I might be wrong. It is. But that's when those finals are going to be. So make sure to check those out if you're interested in seeing who's going to be winning this whole series and who's going to be going to who's going to be earning a spot on Roman Grosjean's sim racing team. I think that's about all we have, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, obviously the race is over, but everyone's just throwing themselves around right now. I think that's all there is to see. Great race. That's all there is to see, I believe. So, but yeah, great race. I'm gonna have to sort of shrink a little bit again. I don't want to. So I don't want to lose my forehead to the banner. But yeah, it was a great race. If you want to check it out again, obviously, you can go check out the broadcast itself. You know, the actual. You can go check it out on various different places. Obviously, this VOD right now is also going to be uploaded to Game Reactor. So if you want to watch the full video itself, be sure to check out your local Game Reactor region wherein you'll be able to find this video. But yeah, that's about all we have time for, though. Unfortunately, it's been an entertaining race. I'm excited for the international finals as well. But yeah, thank you for inviting us today and letting us co-stream today, Acer. And yeah, make sure to check out the Predator Race Cup on your local region. Make sure to check out the other regional finals as well, which are taking place. I think there's a couple more taking place a day, and there's a couple that have already been. And make sure as well, if you're looking to get a Predator desktop like the one. Hold on, like this bad boy that Olsen has just won, make sure to go check out your local El Giganten store, because no doubt they'll have some deals on some of the goodies there. But yeah, until then, thank you all for watching, thank you all for being here, and yeah, we'll see you all on the next GR live stream, which will be on Monday, I guess. I don't exactly know what we'll be streaming, but make sure to join us on Monday for that, when we're back to normal. So, yeah, thank you all for coming and watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you all then. Take care, everyone.